Asif Dakri, as CEO of Wallace Bank, you've been a huge supporter of the Chamber and its small business initiatives in particular. Speak to your interaction with the Chamber, what value that has provided to you, and the value that you provided in return to the community as one of the, if not the largest SBA lender in our region.
Thank you for the question. And I see there is a clock up here for those of you who don't realize, and I have to be quick because Jagdeep might get all over me if I take too long on this one. So the Chamber itself, to me, over the last 25 years, has been a fantastic sounding board for not just people here in the U.S., but also people abroad, people from India coming to the U.S. And I think that continuation has been great. But I think the one thing that we also seem to forget sometimes is that if we look around this room, there's 1,000 people here who are from here. And these 1,000 people here are networking with each other. And so the other great thing the Chamber has done, and Jagdeep has been fantastic at this, has been making the connections between companies that are here in Houston, here in Texas, here in the U.S. I think that's something that we tend to overlook sometimes with all the great, big, huge things that go on between the Chamber and India and the U.S. But I think it's the people here who really make the difference in the Chamber and what the Chamber does. So, Jagdeep, thank you for that. We appreciate all the efforts you've put forth to get this gala and these people in one room together talking and doing business together. So thank you for that. Yes. In terms of the bank itself, in the last 25 years since the Chamber has been here, the bank has been and always will be somebody that thrives within the community based on how the community is doing. So we are very fortunate that this community has been beneficial to us, and we want to be just the same back to the community. We want to be there for the community. We want to make sure that these connections that are happening today in this room, outside of this room, that there's somebody there to give the capital that's necessary to make sure those connections actually come and become something beautiful for both parties there. We were fortunate when the pandemic came. We did a tremendous amount of PPP lending here, one of the largest PPP lenders here, largest for minority businesses, largest for people of color also. And we continue that kind of thought process through SBA lending, making sure that the access to capital is there for everybody here. We are the largest SBA lender here in Houston, and we're proud of that. Yes, thank you.
Yes, sir.
And we want to continue that. We want to make sure that goes on, and with the help of the Chamber, I'm sure we can make sure that happens. So thank you.
Thank you, Asif. And you mentioned the PPP loans. A few weeks back, the SBA administrator, so cabinet position, was going to be at Wallace Bank, partnering with the Chamber, talking to small, medium businesses to see what can be done for access to capital. So thank you for all that you do for the community.